hell has many types of punishment. And some of them are described in the Quran and Hadith in detail. First, we should know that there are multiple levels of hell, and hypocrites will be in the lowest level, as it comes in Surah Hijr, verse 44. لها سبعة أبواب لكل باب منهم جزء مقسوم. It has 7 gates. For each gate, a portion of them has been allotted. So there are 7 levels of hell, and then depending on the severity of punishment, people are entered into different levels. And then in Surah Nisa, verse 145, we learn about munafiqun, which level they will be at. إِنَّ الْمُنَافِقِينَ فِي الدَّرْكِ الْأَسْفَلِ مِنَ النَّارِ. Indeed, the hypocrites will be in the lowest depths of the fire. And then beyond that, there are many verses and narrations regarding the punishments. Those punishments include burning of the skin in hellfire, melting of internal organs of people of hell, chaining of their necks and limbs, dragging them upon face, and scorching their faces. The hellfire would be surrounding them from outside and burning them inside up to their hearts. All of this is mentioned in quite detail in various verses and narrations. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from even getting a slight touch of hellfire and take us directly to Jannah. Ameen. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam wanted to make sure we do not take the matters lightly. He even described the experience of a person who will have the least punishment in hellfire. Narrated by An-Nu'man in Bukhari, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, إن أهون أهل النار عذابا يوم القيامة رجل على أخمص قدميه جمرتان يغلي منهما دماغه. Verily, the most lightly punished of the people of hellfire on the day of resurrection is a man under whose feet are placed 2 coals by which his brain boils. Allahu Akbar. So such will be the punishment of someone who is at the least level of punishment in hellfire. And just with that, his head will be boiling. So he is standing on hot coal, and that is creating such a pain for him. The heat of it is going all the way to his head. Definitely, we cannot even imagine going into hellfire for a small moment, even in the situation of someone who is least punished. But what exactly you need to do in this world, at the very least, so that you're not entering the hellfire? Narrated by Anas bin Malik in Bukhari, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, أن الله يقول لأهون أهل النار عذابا لو أن لك ما في الأرض من شيء كنت تفتدي به قال نعم قال فقد سألتك ما هو أهون من هذا وأنت في صلب آدم ألا تشرك بي فأبيت إلا الشرك. Allah will say to that person of the hellfire who will receive the least punishment, if you had everything on the earth, would you give it as a ransom to free yourself? He will say yes. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, while you were in the backbone of Adam, I asked you much less than that. That is, not to worship others beside me, but you insisted on worshiping others beside me. So shirk is something that will not be forgiven. And whoever has committed shirk, they are definitely to get into hellfire. And out of those people who get in hellfire, if this person was the one getting the least punishment possible in hellfire, he would be determined to give everything in his might, in his wealth that he would have in this world to get himself out of that situation. And yet, all of that wealth or all of that possession that he would have would not help him. And what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala really wanted for this person to do was while he was in this world, he should have believed in the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that would have saved him from remaining in this situation forever.